Hey dude, how are you? We have no sound.
Muted. Sorry about that.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Pretty good. I gotta fire up StarCraft though, I assume.
Got a fire of StarCraft. Oh man, we got an accentless person this time around. Where you from, dude?
New York.
Oh, New York. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I do not have push to talk on. Is that an issue?
Do you have headphones by any chance? Because I can hear myself. There's like a slight echo.
I'm all going through headphones right now.
Oh, I can hear myself through your headphones. That's impressive.
That's what happens when you use like a $6 headphone.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not too bad. We've been having coaches, or I've been coaching people from literally everywhere, but very few Americans for whatever reason. I don't know. It might be the time zone difference.
Yeah, or people are at work or whatnot.
Mhm.
Like I am right now, for example.
You are at work right now.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
I run an internet company.
Oh, okay. Oh, you run it, so you can play
Yep.
video games at work.
Yep. Just close the old office door.
Boss, what you doing? Not much, just playing video games. I like the way you think, dude.
Alrighty, I'm good to go here.
What server do you play on? The NA one, I suppose?
Yeah.
Cool. It's well done, though. You can even use blue switches at work. I mean, that's something to be jealous about already. Hold on, let me switch over. People are digging your voice.
It's kind of creepy.
I don't know. Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna pretend that there's nobody watching.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, obviously, it's always a bit different when you play by yourself or when you have like a couple people watching.
Hmm.
Anyways, could you join group LowkoTV on NA? That'd be awesome.
Like the channel?
Yeah, either a group or the chat channel. I'll join the chat channel. Oh, there you go. A move, toss, win. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Cool. People ask you if you're Batman or not. I don't think so.
I am definitely Batman.
Batman in disguise, guys. He thinks he's running an internet company, but okay. Oh, you're actually doing quite well. 21 and 11. That's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. I used to be much better, but
Yeah, I got some bonus points. See, used to be diamond, and now you're back to platinum. Okay, cool. Do you play a lot of games, or is this like your only account, or what? What do you
it's my
generally
only
do?
account. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I used
okay. Lots of 2v2.
Yeah, I started out playing 2v2 pretty much nonstop. Just I liked 2v2 random the most.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't really coach very much when it comes to 2v2 because I,
Yeah,
don't really play it.
It makes no sense anyway. So.
That's what I was about to say, but yeah, you're right.
Alright. How do you normally do this anyway?
So usually what we do is the first couple of games, the first game or two, I sort of just look at what you're doing and I just sort of watch you play. And after that, most of the time what happens is that we will watch you, like, I will observe you play a game once again, but this time around I will hopefully be able to explain a couple of things and, tell you what to do in certain situations. And most of the time that ends up, being the most beneficial thing. Considering you're a Platinum League, it's a bit difficult to, like, discuss all matchups. Simply because, obviously, you already have a certain level that you've achieved, so it's most of the time better to just focus on one matchup alone.
Okay.
And it's up to you which one that is. We can take a look at statistics if you want.
I honestly don't know what I'm the worst at. I'm gonna guess I'm worse versus Terran, but I just hate playing against them, so...
Oh, you got a really sick win, actually, versus Terran.
Really?
Yeah, I'm jealous versus that. Or for that. A 70% win versus Terran.
Look at that.
But obviously, like, the sample group is not that big.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do toss for the matchup.
Okay, you want to do ZVP?
Yeah.
Cool. So most of the time what is best, like I said, is to just have you, at the very least, like, play one game versus a Protoss without me interfering at all. I'll just sort of watch and write down a couple of things. And then after that, we can discuss the game, take a look at the replay, and go over things that I would change around instead. And most of the time, that's like the most beneficial thing to do. But we can figure it out, you know. Like, it's always hard to say what like the real problems are, so to say.
Alright, I have like some really dumb build that I've been doing versus toss. I guess I shouldn't do that.
Okay, what have you been doing?
It's just a 14-14, just basically constant pressure, but it's really awful.
Yeah, is it like 14 gas, 14 pool, and on mass ling?
Yeah, wing, and you just grab an expansion as you go, and then a round of roaches, upgrade to layer, a round of hydras. It's like roach ling, hydra ling.
Mm-hmm. So do you play super aggressive most of the time, like in most of your matchups?
I prefer to, yeah.
Okay, okay, we can do that as well. Most of the time, I tend to be coaching a lot of like passive styles, like defensive styles, because most of the time, like that's gonna help you improve in the long run a little bit more. But if you prefer playing aggressive, that's cool as well.
What's the best matchup to go gasless? Like for opening? Is there a specific one or?
Gasless would be ZVT and ZVZ mostly. You can try it in ZVP as well, but you know, in Platinum League, it's probably not gonna work out that often. I personally do it quite a lot versus Terran and versus Zerg.
Okay.
Well,
but I'm not gonna give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much anyway.
There's plenty of aspects of my game that need improvement, so.
Okay.
There will be no shortage.
Okay. So would you want to do like aggressive builds and like aggressive play, or would you want to do more macro-oriented play?
We should probably work on the macro stuff, just because I'm not as good at that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, because probably what you'll notice is that, like, especially once you climb up the ladder more, people will become really, really good at defending aggression.
Mm-hmm.
So up to Platinum League it will probably work, but after that it will be getting so much more difficult, because, you know, because Protosses will just really tighten up their builds, and they will, you know, like, place buildings at proper locations, and they won't really die to, like, Ling all-ins anymore. But yeah, let's jump just into a normal game. Do you by any chance have, like, a practice partner online, or we can pull someone from the chat, obviously?
I have someone that I can never beat, but I can make him play Protoss, I guess.
Okay, we can try that if you want. Hopefully we can make him, we can try and beat him today. That'd be cool.
He's a guy I played twos with a lot, so. His name's Zerg. He said he was gonna message me.
Oh, Zerg, he's been messaging me. He's Dutch, apparently.
Yeah, he's really annoying.
He says he just all in. You gotta teach him macro. Cool. I'll invite him in a party.
Just keep saying he left the party.
Yeah, it says unable to invite for me. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I can try and invite him. If I can even do that.
There we go. Cool. So yeah, just feel free to host like any maps you want. Oh, okay, whatever. Do you have any maps you prefer, or don't really care? Okay. Zerg, a Dutch player playing on the NA one. That is already that's already interesting enough.
He's usually on here when he's playing with like me or my friends. He worked for my company, so.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
He works for my company.
Ah, okay. People working, playing StarCraft at work, man. It's awesome. It's like team building. playing TOS. Okay. Could you turn off the stream? Most of the time what happens is that whenever we pull someone from the chat, they will actually say they're not watching the stream, but obviously they're watching the stream because they hard counter everything everything we're doing.
He doesn't need to watch the stream to beat me, so...
Okay, we will see, we will see. Obviously he's Diamond, so he's literally like a full league higher than you are right now.
He's Masters normally on the EU, so...
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a pretty tricky one. Well, we can see.
He's Masters Zerg though, so...
Yeah. Just threaten to fire him whenever he's like stream cheating or anything. I got that going. Open another tab too, okay. Okay, you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah, just try to play your normal game, or you know, whatever you feel like, what you would think is like normal of your ZVP. And whenever I talk too much, feel free to shut me up, because I I do tend to talk quite a lot while playing. So yeah, I'll just watch the game completely through your vision as well, by the way.
Okay.
So I can see the same things you do.
Oh yeah, thank you for subscribing.
Danpak, you just scared the crap out of me, dude, but thank you very much for hitting that sub button, man. Welcome.
So normally I try and do hatch first, even though it get canned occasionally, but I know for a fact he will cannon me. So.
Okay. Yeah, hatch first, pull first. It's really, like, the difference is so minor that most of the time I will advise, like, pretty much everyone to go pull first. Unless you know for a fact, like, you know, he's not gonna cannon rush. It's just so much easier to just go pull first most of the time.
Do you do 15-15 or 15-16?
I usually go 15 pull and then 15 hatch indeed, yeah. Okay. Just make an overlord and a queen, and you should be good to go. You might even cancel that pylon. Yep, there you go. People saying you should fire him because he's playing Protoss. I mean...
That would be kind of ironic. If you play Protoss and then fire him for it. That would...
I don't think that would be very fair. Do you use the normal hotkey setup, or like the normal, like, is your 2 key your queens, or?
2 is queen, yeah.
Okay.
I play grid though, I don't know if that's...
Okay, no, that's cool. I was just wondering if you like maybe rebound any of the hotkeys, like some people have really awkward ones.
That was fun. Suppose that could have gone worse than it did.
Yeah, it was not too bad actually. He ended up losing 3 workers there, but obviously he invested a lot of chrono boost and whatnot into that, so that's cool. He's basically stuck in his base right now. Okay, nice. You scouted a cannon, by the way, on the minimap. Or a pylon, by the way.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
actually. Didn't really catch whether he moved out or not.
Well, we'll find out. I like that, that's cool. You actually might be able to just get in there. No. He's Protoss.
Exactly. At least I'm spending my resources properly.
So whenever you have like a lot of minerals, I would literally just add like two macro hatcheries just in case. Because right now they're just dead minerals. They're not going to be spent on 2 bases.
Okay.
And the one thing you do have going right now is that you know for a fact that he's also not on 3 bases, right? So you gotta think about the like, what could he be going for right now? He didn't manage to kill you. He was meant to kill you with that push. What could he be following this up with? He's going full Protoss. Ooh, just attack move, just attack move. Gonna die, yeah. Oh well.
Fucking Protoss is so stupid. There's fucking DTs in there. There are. Oh well. Took me a minute to figure that out.
It's okay though. Like obviously, it's always different when there's like people watching you play and there's like a guy yelling in your ear and whatnot what to do. So it's cool. I like the way you like split up your units and that you like. I don't know. Did you have those Zerglings and Banelings like on a separate hotkey, or did they just not get hotkeyed at all?
I did not throw them a hotkey, no.
Okay, that's actually.
I just kept them out of the army group.
Yeah, that's actually really, really good. What most players tend to be doing in Platinum League is that they tend to be using that F2 hotkey way too much.
Yeah, I unbound that, so I wouldn't use it.
Okay, that's really nice actually, because that shows that you know how to multitask and whatnot. And obviously, like there were slip ups in your queen injects and whatnot, which are very, very normal when you have like other people watch you play. I wrote down a couple of thingies that we can try and take a look at. There's gonna be a couple of very obvious one that you probably realize yourself as well, and then a couple you might not have realized. Let's see. Let's just jump into the replay thing. Should be cool. Okay. So in general, like that game was pretty good. It's very clear that you try and that you like play very aggressive most of the time. But there's a couple of things I would change around if I were you.
Alrighty. What vision am I watching here?
I'm actually.
Switch to yours. I'm watching your vision. So.
Oh, I was actually on your vision. So you're watching my vision, watching your vision. Yeah, at the very start right here, what happened right here, you were just about to take the third right here, instead of taking the natural, right? Because he was pylon blocking you. You probably would have taken the third if he would have had that pylon up.
Yeah, if he finished the pylon, I would have taken it.
Yeah, but I would really not do that unless you know exactly what he is doing. Because let's say right around this time you would have gotten the third base right now instead of the natural. You would pretty much be dead, because he's gonna send those 4 zealots that he makes, or the 3 zealots and the mothership core, just to the third, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to defend that. So I would, unless you know exactly what your opponent is doing, I would just make a couple of Zerglings, take out that pylon, and expand a little tiny bit later.
Okay.
It's just a little bit more convenient, but I know that pro gamers do tend to take the third base and then the natural a little bit after, but it's just for macro's sake. It is so much easier if you take the natural first and then the third. So, like, let's say right around this time, he wouldn't have cancelled this pylon. What you do instead is just wait for the pool to finish, make like 4 or 6 Zerglings, nuke down that pylon, then expand. I know you're gonna walk up to like 400 minerals or something, but that's okay. Because he's obviously investing into this pylon as well, so I wouldn't overthink that pylon.
Okay.
Then the other thing that you could start doing right from the start is overload positions. I feel like it's pretty much never necessary if you open up pool first to send your second overlord to the natural.
I just do that instinctively because I usually hatch first.
Yeah, okay. No, that's
Normally I
cool.
would put that on like the back side, like here.
Yeah, okay. That's exactly what I'm saying, yeah. So, yeah, that's just a slight little change I would make as well, because most of the time what ends up happening is that you don't really know exactly what the Protoss is going for, and you want to fly in an overlord to find out. And when you send your overlord to the natural like that, you basically, like, limit yourself from doing that, right? So, that is the other thing I would change. Then as far as the Zerglings that you had out on the map a little bit later, always just take the watchtowers. You could have seen the Zealots and the Mothership Core come in, you would have been able to prepare for it in time. These are just little things that you know that you should be doing, you just sort of forgot about it, I suppose.
Yep. Generally.
No, that's okay though.
Just forget different shit each game. It's nice.
Yeah, next time I'll hopefully try and be able to talk you through the game, and we'll figure it out. I think you were actually very, very closely matched to him, to be honest. Like, I think you could have won at a couple occasions.
Okay.
As far as the third base timing goes, it was a little bit later than you could have made it, but honestly, it was quite good. Just always keep in mind that you need to first know that your opponent has a natural out before you can make the third.
Okay.
This defense was very nice, by the way. The way you microed that drones, that was good. However, whenever you whenever you stop an aggression like that, let's go back a little bit. The first thing you do after defending this is just make a fuck ton of drones, okay? Because, I believe you end up making, like, way too many Zerglings in order to defend it, and then the Zerglings just sort of sit.
Yep.
And that's just really a waste of time most of the time. So what you do is, right after defending it, you hit Queen Injects again, and you just try and pretend nothing happened. So, in that case, right now, after defending it, what you would do is just make as many drones as possible, take the third base, start the lair up, that sort of stuff, and you start teching up really hard. Because when you take a look at his army right now, you might not realize it when you're actually playing versus him, but what does he have? Like, he has 3 Zealots, right? He's not going to do anything with these 3 Zealots that are sitting at home. So, you can play basically as greedy as you want. And if you would have droned up super hard right now and gotten the third, I think you would have won no matter what he would have done. Because that's like the biggest thing to do. To first make drones and then make units.
Yeah, so I have all these wings, it should be drones.
Yeah. Well, these links are still okay, but after that you should just drone as greedily as possible. Like, and then right around, I wrote down at around 8 minutes you had a lot of idle larvae. That's kind of unnecessary. I don't know exactly what that was. Yeah, right around, there's a ton of idle larvae. That was just not being spent. Also, just the timing for the Roach Warren versus Protoss. Just always get it around 6 minutes, okay? It doesn't really matter what matchup or what build he's playing. If you want to be safe all around, get your Roach Warren around 6 minutes. It's just a standard time.
If they leave me alone, that's what I do. But I got distracted there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in this game, it turned out to be fine. Just saying, like in a normal game, just 6 minutes is a very, very solid timing for a Roach Warren.
For 2 bases, I need 2 gas or 3 gas if I'm going Roach.
For 2 bases, if you want to make non-stop roaches.
Yeah.
If you're on 2 bases and you want to make non-stop roaches, and you're gonna go double upgrades like you're going right now, you need 4 gases.
4 gas? Alright.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go single upgrade, which I would advise you to do most of the time, you need 3 gases only.
What should I do? Carapace?
Most of the time you'd actually go roach attack.
Stack? Alright.
So yeah, that's another thing. Like, most of the time you don't want to go double upgrades unless you know for a fact he's playing super greedy. So let's say right now he's already taken like a 3rd base and you know for a fact you're not going to be able to stop it. At that point, going for double upgrades is okay because you know he's not going to be moving out for another like 4 or 5 minutes, right? But I would pretty much always go for a single one just because it's a bit safer. And besides that, like the Protoss third base, you actually did some very solid scouting in this game. I mean, you had all these links out and you used them very actively. I like that a lot. The one thing that you might want to keep in mind though, I don't know if you're aware of it, but the standard timing for a third base for Protoss at the very latest is 9.5 minutes, okay? So, let's go to 9.5 minutes just for the sake of showing it. Between 9 and 9.5 is like the absolute latest that you ever see a third base. What that means is that right now, once you know there's no third base up,
means they're gonna make some units.
yeah, you just need to make non-stop units and you can just win. Let's say right now you start producing, like, how many larvae is that? Like 15 larvae worth of roaches. You would have easily stopped it.
Okay.
Especially in combination with the greedy and droning that you could have done a little bit earlier. And I guess that's pretty much it, to be honest. Like, the game was pretty well played. It's just a couple of minor things that would really change the game up quite a lot. Yeah, do you have any questions about it at all, or?
Not right now, no.
Okay, cool. So let's just try and play him again, and this time around I will, like, give you a couple of pointers and tell you what buildings to wake when, and we'll see what happens.
Alright.
At the very least, we gotta beat him once, right? Like, the only thing is that he's probably listened to this, so he knows exactly what's happening. But
He absolutely is.
It's okay.
We're not telling him anything he doesn't already know, though. So.
No, what we're gonna do next game is go 6 pool, and then gotta meta game the stream cheater. Okay, you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'll try not sucking so much this time. What That's rude. That's rude. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that you can multitask and you know how to play, right? Like, it's just a different style and just a couple of minor things. Okay, so let's just go pool first again. It's like 15 pool, 15 hatch, something like that.
What am I doing here?
I would actually, yep, exactly.
If I get it to stick around for a little while, but
Yeah, that's
then
cool.
leave.
So you gotta keep in mind that you don't want to get a third unless you know for a fact he's having a natural up, right? So if he like pylon blocks again, just relax. Well, he's going for a much earlier scout this time around. Not completely sure what that is.
He probably has the stream up. Much more comfortable that way.
It's nicer when you know exactly what your opponent is doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanna get the pool? Then another drone and then the hatchery. You might want to send a drone out right around 100 minerals or so. So right around now. And just start harassing him. Just attack moving him around. And most of the time you'll be able to get it up right around 300 minerals. Oh, might have to send out another drone. Ooh, is it gonna die? Ooh, okay, nice. Okay, just make an overlord. And then get that hatch up. Okay, so don't stress the hatch timing all that much, it's not that relevant. Cool. Okay. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Wanna get the queen? And a set of zerglings. Okay, gonna use that set to scout around, exactly. Okay, and now back to droning. So try and minimize the time that larva is available. Whenever you see a larva, it shouldn't be there. Pretty much all the time. Okay. So we don't see a natural just yet from him. Need to be a bit careful right there. Just make sure you can see the natural go down if it turns out to be necessary. But I would get a gas guy right around now to get link speed going earlier. Okay, I want to start another queen up. Hit inject with the first one and then walk it to the natural. Cool. So we see the natural go down right now. That sort of gives us the trigger to be able to get a third base as well if you want, but you can wait a little bit. Move your drone up a little bit more. Okay, well played so far. Want to put the drones in the gas geyser? Straight back to droning. Yep. Okay, so right around the 5-ish minute mark is when you can go for a third, okay? So you can start sending a drone out right now. Okay.
Matter which third I take?
I would take the other one actually, that one, yep. Okay, want to hit the queen inject in the main? And at 100 gas, you want to pull 2 drones out, so that's in a little bit. You want to make another overload right now as well. And pull 2 drones out of gas. Cool, well done. Okay, want to start link speed. And we gotta try and figure out what he's up to, okay? So try and poke him with that overlord. Keep in mind 6 minutes is when we make the roach warren regardless. Until then, just roach. Okay, what do we see right there at the natural? His natural? Is that gateways? It's a forge, okay. So, usually when you see a forge like that, it means he's not gonna push for a little while longer.
Alright. Do I put guys back in gas
Yep.
at some point?
When you put the roach warren down, which I do right around now. Okay, I want to make 2 overloads at a time as well at this time. Just a roach warren. Gas geyser. And drones back in gas. I would actually go for this single evo chamber, by the way. Just because we can't really afford it at this point. Okay, want to make 2 overloads at a time from here on out. And make all these drones. You can make a lot of them. Okay, good. Okay, next up you want to start a lair.
I make more overloads?
You did, yep. Want to start a lair, and now you want to make a whole lot of links. Link speed is finished up right now. It's almost. And that is usually the trigger that you make a lot of links at, so... just make a couple more. Just make like 20 or so of them. Okay, so we gotta scout around. Make sure you have a link at both of his potential third bases. Or I guess that watchtower covers it just fine. And now you want to go back to droning. Okay, so flying that other overlord as well. That is behind his main base. Okay, good. Want to start +1 missile attack. Okay, good. And you want to start another gas geyser as well. Maybe even 2. I would actually start missile attack if I were you. Okay, that is gateways in production right there, right?
That's what I meant to click.
Yep, those are all gateways. Whenever you see gateways like that and an immortal like that, there's really only one build he's gonna go for. So you gotta try and not over drone. So you can make a couple more, but you definitely want to start making units very shortly. So I want to start roach speed and like 4 overlords, maybe even 5 overlords. Okay, now you want to make only units right now. Ugh, that's a naughty supplier lock right there. Try and run your links out of there. Ooh, gotta be careful. Okay, be very, very careful right now though. You want to make only units. Okay, roaches, and then links whenever you don't have any gas anymore. Okay, good. Try and scout out where his army is located right now. Like run a circling at the watchtower, yep. Want to make a couple more overlords. And looks like he's actually at the third base right now. Gotta move over there for sure with your army. Okay. Try and run the... oh, okay, well, I thought you had the links perfectly right there for a run by. I think you can stop that, dude. You don't need to sack the third. Would have been able to, I think, but it's okay. Okay, roaches. Hit those queen injects. Well, yeah, now it's a bit too late. He has too much right now.
Fucking toast.
Yeah. Because of the amount of drones we had right there. it's a little bit more than you're used to, I suppose. And the income was way higher. Okay. Would you look at that? It almost looks like you knew exactly what we were going for. Okay, well let's just GG out and take a look at the replay, okay? Or leave, whatever. You pay him. It's okay if he does GG.
Not GG. No GG for him.
No GG.
Stream watching motherfucker.
I mean, he had the perfect counter to what you were doing, which is interesting to say the least. But yeah, right there you went up to like, what was it, like 1500 minerals? Which
Would it have been
obviously...
better if I could have made hydras there or no? If I had hydra down there.
I think the gases were just supposed to be a bit earlier. I probably should have said they were supposed to be a bit earlier there.
Yeah. I just needed more roaches. And that supply block sucked.
I only unmute and watch the stream in between games. People saying someone's becoming unemployed. If you fire someone over a StarCraft game, that's gonna be problematic right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go to the point where things go a little bit bad. Because at the start of the game, I thought you were playing pretty much flawless. I mean, there wasn't really much that you should change up right there. So far it all felt good as well, right? Like, I mean, there was no problems at all.
Pretty normal start.
So some number to just keep in mind is that usually around the 5-minute mark, if you play it perfectly, you can hit right around 36 supply, okay? And that would literally just be like making sure that there's no downtime on those larvae. If you manage to just make sure that those larvae are just not there 99% of the time, and you just like spam the drone button, you will actually get so much more income. Because, you know, if you play it perfectly right now, you would be at 36 supply instead of 28. It's a little thing, but it adds up very, very quickly.
Game resumed.
Somehow I didn't realize that he killed my wing at the tower, the top tower, which was bad when he does it, because I didn't see the army come down.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. But yeah, usually whenever you play like this heavy of a roach style off of 3 bases, you want to have like at least 3 gas geysers, but most of the time 4. So
And what time should I have him at? Like basically when I drop the roach one?
usually you get the roach one right around 6 minutes, and usually when you start the lair up, you get another gas geyser or 2, and then whenever you hit more drones, you will start more. So usually right around now is when you get like 2 more gases.
So I'll just call it 7 minutes in my head.
Yeah, or just when I start the lair, get 2 more gases. When you're this heavy droned, I mean, it's kind of hard to say specifically exactly like this is the good timing to get it. But just when you start the lair and you're going this heavy into the droning and you know that you're gonna drone a little while longer, just know that you can take 2 more gases because it will line up a lot nicer.
That would have been quite useful.
Yeah, that would have been actually a very, very big difference.
Yeah, see, I missed the army. I just
Yeah.
wasn't watching.
Yeah.
It's not even that big of an army.
No, exactly. Like look at your income right now compared to his. It's actually so much bigger than his. You're literally ahead in both income. You know, even in gas count, you're ahead right now. You're not even getting that much. So literally the only thing like in these sort of situations that you need to do and that you should try and do if you can figure it out, is try and buy as much time as possible, right? Because right now, let's say you managed to delay this army by another minute. Let's say you managed to do that. What would happen is that income advantage would kick in.
Yep, like catching it out in the middle of the map or something like that.
Or you just dance the Zerglings around. You literally just, like, attack that Zealot at the back, make him move back a little bit, maybe even make him waste a time warp, and just run away again. You don't really want to engage it at this point. But just anything to buy time is good, yeah. And another thing I thought you actually had set up perfectly that I probably would have changed is the engagement itself. When you think about the engagement, the Immortals are always going to be at the back and the Stalkers, right? Where the Zealots are in the front. So you already had the Zerglings right there. You could have just ran them through the back. You would have been able to kill off most of the army at the back, and then you might have even been able to stop it.
I missed the hotkey on all the shit that I made right when he was attacking.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. But this game already went so much better than the first one we played, though, so that's good. Let's just jump into another one, okay?
Right.
Do you have any more questions about this one?
Nope.
Cool. It's just if you play the exact same game with quicker gases and a little bit better quick inject, you'll be easily stopping that. Oh, actually.
What is this?
He's
We're
inviting
doing a
me to
replay
watch a
again, or-
replay. Oh, he's inviting me. I don't know if he told anything to you. Don't know what we were doing, but
I don't know. I just left that.
okay. Let's go, Overgrowth. Lowko, I was watching you when the iron fell on my hand. Is it okay if I blamed you? Jeez, dude. I did not drop anything on your hand.
Seems reasonable to me.
That was hard though. Jeez. I don't know. Okay, you ready?
Hang on 1 second.
Sure.
Sorry about that. Somebody's bugging me.
Oh, no problems. Okay, you ready to?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, what he's saying is there, he's saying sorry, no man. What he was saying is that when you see one gas geyser only from a Protoss player, there's really only one build he can go for. And that is like a Zealot heavy, like Immortal push or like an 8-gate, you know, like a very heavy Zealot play. But I don't really want to focus too much on that because that's just overcomplicated, right? So. Okay, let's try and beat him.
Would be ideal.
Well, we found out that he only does 2 base all-ins. So we got that one going.
He's playing Protoss.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
What's he supposed to change the game?
I can hear some hate right here towards Protoss, man. What's up?
You just saw my name on here.
A move, toss, win. That sums it up decently well. That's what Protoss players say about Zerg now. I mean, they say like, oh, Zerg just need to A move and win.
It's like, that's Protoss game plan. Is make army, a move, go make a sandwich, come back and check the score screen.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get it down. I'm not gonna.
No, I would just make a pool right now. It's probably not gonna go up.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking on autopilot right now.
That's cool. Let's try and get the headshot still. Just send another drone down. I don't know about that. Probes just seem to magically regenerate health whenever I attack them. Okay. Cool. Let's try and get it up. Usually it's better to just micro a little bit right there. Yeah, cool. Okay. Wait with the droning. I'm gonna make maybe one drone right now and then wait a little bit. Yep. And then make a queen and a set of zerglings. So basically what you're looking for with this first overlord is whether or not you need to take a gas geyser, right? You might be going for a quicker hatch or a quicker nexus this time around. Okay, let's have a look. There's a pylon on the low ground.
Yes.
Okay. So he's doing something different this time around. This looks to be a nexus first, right? Meaning that you can take your third base way earlier. So I would delay the gas geysers and send the drone to the third base. Now here it's especially going to be very important that you hit all queen injects, because if you don't, minerals are going to start piling up really quickly, because the economy will be way better than usually. Okay, want to start another queen as well?
Make an OV soon, right?
Yep. Another queen, or another overlord after the queen. Yep. And then a third. Okay, good. And then straight back to droning. So try and minimize the downtime on those larvae. And take the other watchtower as well with the link, just in case. You have one link that you could walk over there. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh, forgot to make a queen in the main. It's okay. Just make another queen right there in the natural as well. Okay. Okay, nice so far. Want to make another overlord right now. Okay. So try and make as many drones as possible right now. We want to try and hit right around 44 supply around 6 minutes, okay? 44 supply 6 minutes is practically ideal. Okay, it's the cyber core. Super late. And next up with the queen in the natural, you want to lay down the creep tumor and walk it to the third, okay? Good. Inject in the natural. And drones. Okay, well done. Okay, so right now you hit the perfect amount of supply that you want to hit around 6 minutes. What you do right now is make double gas geysers and a roach horn. Okay, then you fly in an overlord as well. So you fly in that overlord that's behind his natural and check out what is up. I want to try and figure out what kind of a build he's going for. Keep in mind you're only making drones right now. Only drones and a couple of overlords as well. Okay, want to put drones in the gas geyser. You also want to re-rally your natural to your natural. Okay, and try and figure out what he's doing. Okay, well he's taking double gas geysers right there, so he's going something tech heavy, right? Oh. The queen is chilling.
What the fuck queen is this?
Yeah, it's from the third.
Why are you over there?
Okay.
Stupid queen.
Want to start a lair, as well as a evo chamber right now.
Concerned that one of my wings just died.
Yep. You might want to wake like a couple of roaches, but I don't think it's too much. I mean, his cybercore only just now finished, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to start a whole lot of drones. You need to start a ton of drones. Or, well, you might want to check out what that is exactly. No, just a tech move. You can easily... No, you don't need to bend them. Just make a couple of roaches. Maybe a couple of links. Want to start link speed as well, by the way. And might want to restart that queen. Just don't stress this too much. Okay, queen injects in a natural in the main. Good. And go straight back to droning right now. Okay, remember, just defend it and go straight back to droning. Okay, so you want to make an overseer and scout out his main base, because we don't really know what he's going for. Want to make sure you have a ling at his turret as well, whether or not it is up. We really need to know that. Want to make 2 more gas geysers. And like 3 more overlords. 3 or 4 overlords. Okay. Want to start roach speed. As well as an evo chamber. Okay, and try and scout out. Because you really are blind right now. Check the third base as well. And start making non-stop units, because I don't think he has it. Okay. Remember the overseer? Okay. Want to make a macro hatch as well and non-stop units. Whatever it is gonna be a 2 base only because there's no turret. And try and scout around. We can try and check if something's up. In the main base, did we see anything? Is there more gates? Yep. Didn't really scout the main base though. Ooh, see that? Okay, like the overseers. And just send them to each and every base individually and try and lose as few drones as possible. He scouted it perfectly though. Just didn't watch. Okay. Send half your army to the 3rd base. They don't need to all be here. And make more drones. Replace the drones that I've lost. Okay, so even though this is all happening, you're still actually ahead in economy, okay? It's quite important to note. Just want to make a ton of drones right now. You need to get that economy back. Okay, so right now you want to go back to making non-stop units. Get those gas guys to saturate instantly. And you've watched the minimap? You see that army? Okay, just try and not engage off creep. Don't go off creep, there's no reason. I'm gonna try and get that money down again. Ah, I should have spotted that. It's my bad. Oh, that's too bad. I think we just lost a bit too much. Okay, I'm gonna put the drones and gas in the main. Try and hit those queen injects. And let's see if we can win, but... Okay, queen injects again. And make a lot of roaches. Make sure you don't engage off creep, by the way. I think it's a bit too much Protoss though. You're still actually 40 supply or 30 supply up.
Come on, roaches, pop.
Okay, attack move, attack move. Okay, inject. And don't move off creep.
What do you do when you get caught in a stupid bubble? Do you pull back or you...
Yeah, I usually don't move out that far. I mean, he's not gonna kill anything over there, right? But there's really not much you can do in that bubble.
What's the... Against blink stalkers, what should I be making? I should be making roaches stuff?
Yeah, exactly what you were doing is actually the right thing to do. Usually what you do is when you micro against blink stalkers is you move forward with your roaches. So you attack move, and then move towards the stalkers, and then you attack move and move towards the stalkers so they can't blink back the weakened stalkers. Because as long as the roaches stay in shooting range, they will actually target fire the low health ones over the high health ones.
Okay.
But yeah, with this game, like, it was pretty clear, right? You scouted, you actually saw the Dark Shrine perfectly.
Yeah, I just didn't take the right path around the main.
Yeah, you actually did. You actually flew it straight by. I guess you just didn't notice it.
I didn't. I think I flew. I didn't get it the first time I flew through though. Did I or did I? I don't know.
No, you actually looked at it. You saw it. You saw it building, but you didn't click on it. Which is obviously, you know, it sucks. But if you take a look at like the work is active, like that is exactly what you want to have happening, right? That is what a Protoss that goes all in economy looks like. Like all you needed was a bigger economy than that. Stop that DT harass, and you would have actually gotten it. Yeah, people are asking why not go Hydras. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can spend your money on Hydras, you can spend it on Roaches. I wouldn't overcomplicate it. I would pretty much always go Roaches. Just because they're...
I like Hydras versus, like, Warp Gate units.
Yeah, Hydraling is very good as well. If you prefer playing that, that works just as well. As long as you manage to get that money down, you know?
Yep.
But keep in mind, that guy was like a full league higher than you. He probably knew exactly where you were, what you were up to.
Yeah, and I play against him all the time, so...
Okay, yeah, that works as well. Yeah, I think that was very well played, though. I mean, it's obviously that that gets a bit harder when you have someone yelling in your ear, and when you have that many drones, or that many more drones than you used to, and stuff just starts piling up a lot quicker. But I think if you practice this a couple of times, you will be having quite an easy time.
Alright, so basically I wanna, if I see him go, fucking expand first, like real early like that, I wanna grab my third just immediately.
Yeah, you basically always want to make a base more than your opponent, right?
Yeah, what's the normal timing for that, for me grabbing my third if he goes Nexus first?
Right around 4 minutes. So, you know, Jaedong, for example, takes it right around 3 minutes 50 seconds, and then like Snoot takes it right around 4 minutes and 20 seconds, something in between. It kind of depends on the queen timings, but you usually want to cut it, you know, right around 4 minutes is the most standard time right there.
Alright.
And other than that, like there's really not that much to talk about, I suppose. Just always make sure that you try and first make drones and then make units. Because whenever you make units and you're not gonna use them, they're just a waste, right? So that's another thing I would probably also change around. And
if I was gonna go Ling Hydra, what's the difference in it? Obviously, the macro sense, it's pretty similar, I would imagine, right?
usually if you want to go Ling Hydra, you're gonna need at least 5 gas off of 3 bases.
Alright. So when I drop the layer, I drop more gas, basically.
Yeah, basically. Either that or you start like another gas geyser right when you start the layer or the Hydra den up.
Okay.
You still want to get the +1 missile attack, because, you know, in the late game, you're not going to really use Roaches all that, or Zerglings all that much. Most of the time, you play, like, Roach Hydra instead. So, missile attack is something that's probably going to help you more long-term. If you see that you're piling up a lot of gas because you get the gases a bit too early, armor is also a pretty good chance, or a pretty good choice, because obviously it benefits both Lynx and Hydras. Now, most of the time, what you do is that you make these non-stop units like you were starting to do right there, right? And let's say the Protoss is not attacking you, right? He's just sitting back. In those situations, you just do the exact same thing. You still start making all these units, but instead of just sitting back, once your +1 missile attack upgrade finishes, or once you have a really big army, you just move out towards their third, and pretty much always you will be able to get a cancel on it. Yeah, other than that, if you have any questions ever, just let me know. And you got me on Skype right now, so just feel free to do message me whenever. Yeah, let me know how it goes, man. I mean, I think you can, if you practice it a little bit more, I think you can quite easily move up. It was very clear that you know how to split up your army, and that you know how to queen inject and whatnot. It'll probably be easier when there's not someone, like, you know,
Maybe a little bit.
shouting in your ear. Anyways, let me know how it goes.
Alright, will do.
Have a good day, man.
Alright, thanks.
Later, man. Hello, everyone. My name is Lowko, and welcome to a new StarCraft II Heart of the Swarm video. Today, we're gonna go over